And good evening. Welcome to the North High Gymnasium. Alongside Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadeo as we get set for boys basketball tonight here in the CIML. It's a non-division game. It's Dowling on the road at Des Moines North. And Coach Swaim, welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to be out of the house. My last broadcast was back Dowling in Southeast Polk in December. I've been off a month. Yes, I did have the COVID. I have recovered, I hope. Feel great. And thank you and everybody else that were part of this broadcast with Joe Stacy being the quarterback, Coach Devaney, and Gary Steenblock. And I'll tell you what, Mike, it's great to be back, and it's great to see you, and great to be calling a basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat of a normal, back to normal, right, Mark? And it's good to have you back. We certainly missed you on Iowa Catholic Radio, and you know what, Joe did a great job. It was he was easy to sit in with, and I know that Steve Devaney and I, everything went well. Hopefully we didn't miss a beat. Yeah, so everything. It's it's all about adapting, right? It's teams got to adapt, coaches have to adapt, and radio has to adapt.
Oh my goodness! And talk about adapting. I was able to watch some of the games on CISN.TV, the ones that were simulcast with Iowa Catholic Radio. And some of them are able to listen to, but some of them I was just out of it because you're on medication. You're trying to get through the COVID protocol, and which we did. And I want to thank everyone, especially our listeners, for the prayers, the thoughts, the athletic directors and coaches that sent me text or called me up at home. I couldn't talk very long because of the severe cough. But Mike, I don't wish this on anybody. We've lost way too many people to this. It's a deadly disease. It is what they're talking about. There is no farce. I can tell you from experiencing it. I know what the flu is.
Yeah.
This is worse than the flu.
Yeah.
And it affects everybody differently. So stay safe. Wear a mask. We are socially distanced here. As you can tell, people at North High have done a great job. Matter of fact, the players and the fans just got let in because the girls' game just got over with. Dowling girls winning 76-34 in game one. They moved their record to 7-3 and ranked 12th in Class 5A. So it's funny how the new normal. One game's done, everybody leaves, they sanitize, and then they let everybody back in.
It's a credit to the staff, and I remember just the other night at Dowling watching Coach Wilson do the same thing between the girls and boys for the Valley game, and it's a team effort, and it's great that everybody's coming to do their part. So that the most important thing, these kids can have an opportunity to play and have a season.
Absolutely.
Because that's the most important thing.
And right now, our thoughts and prayers to the Chris Guest and his wife Sherry. They both came down with COVID. The coaches at Waukee High School. Dowling is scheduled to play at Waukee Friday night. There will be a game. It'll be the boys' game, and we'll bring it to you here on Iowa Catholic Radio. 6:30 pregame right now. 6:45 tip-off. There is no girls' game. I was just talking to Coach Kristen Meyer before her game with North tonight. They're looking for a game. So Dowling girls will make up their game with North later, but right now it's just a boys-only game. And that is the only team that I'm aware of, Mike. It's the Waukee girls who are in COVID protocol. The Waukee boys were earlier, but they are now back to playing. They started last, I don't know if they played Friday or they played Saturday, but they got their game in.
Yeah, no, it's great that they're back, and we wish the Waukee girls program a speedy recovery, too. Hopefully they can get back to playing as well.
Well, a year ago, Mike, we were sitting right here, center court, in the upper bleachers here at North High, and we had 167 points scored between Dowling and North. The Dowling boys winning that contest, 84-83. That was quite the contest. I think we had runs by both teams, double-digit leads by both teams, is what I can recall. And are we going to see something like that tonight in this game, the only time these two teams meet?
We very well could see that. I mean, if you go back over the history of this rivalry here, Mark, this has been a really good rivalry the last, 5 or 6 years. There's been some close games, and some of North's athleticism has bothered Dowling at times, and their style of play. North is a team that loves to shoot the three. And when I say love to shoot the three, Mark, they're averaging 30 three-point attempts per game.
Yeah.
That's 30 per game. And right now they're hitting at a 35% clip. So they play a really fun style of basketball. It's a little unconventional, and so it's going to take some getting used to for this Dowling defense to make sure that you are blocking out on long rebounds and you're taking advantage if you can run off of a long rebound miss from a three-pointer with everybody packed in the paint. get out and get some easy transition buckets. But I expect an up and down game tonight and a lot of fun.
Well, it certainly will be a lot of fun and a lot of headache for the coaches. For Dowling, Michael Connor, he comes out of his COVID protocol tomorrow, so we'll be able to coach practice. So he's home watching and listening because this game is being streamed. Des Moines Public Schools have their own streaming service, so all their home games are streamed. I'm not sure what the link is, but I think OC probably figured that out. I think if you go to the North Twitter page, that'll give you a link to it. But he's out tonight. Jimmy Nahas, Nick Wagner, the co-coaches, along with the assistants at Dowling, Pat Hinkinius and David Cobes, all here and all figured out. And they've done a nice job. What a week it was last week for Dowling. They upended number 5 Valley 56-51 last Tuesday night, the game that you and Joe Stacy called, and then losing on Saturday afternoon at number 3 Johnston 58-43. So Dowling goes 1-1 against 2 top 5 teams.
Yeah, and I think for Dowling, it's consistency, Mark. I think that's where this team has struggled. And there have been halves where they have looked like they can play with anybody in the state. I think back to that first half that they played against Waukee, who I know they're no longer undefeated, but there's some circumstances with that. And Cedar Falls is technically the number 1 team in the state. But
right.
My money's on Waukee. I can tell you that. They're going to be there in the end. And Dowling gave them everything they wanted in that first half, and then second half couldn't put it together. You go back to the Valley game. They put 2 great halves together and beat a very good Valley team. And then, against Johnston, and again, it's tough. You got games rescheduled and those kind of things. But Dowling gets down at halftime, 34-17, and you cannot do that to start the game. And so it's developing some consistency and trying to make sure that you're not only playing defense on one end, but you're putting points up and putting offense up on the other end. And they have struggled this year to do that. And I think that's what this team's identity they're sort of in search of, and that's I think what they've got to get better at that. But there's a lot of time to do that. So this is why we're playing games, so that this team can get better and get more consistent.
And one thing I told co-coach Nahas tonight, I told Jimmy, I says, the Dowling girls, they average right around 19 turnovers a game. The Dowling boys are averaging 17. And that's the most turnovers I've seen in the Dowling unit, no matter how good or how fair of a team they've had. That's quite a few turnovers, and that is a big factor in what you were going back to what you were saying.
It's a huge factor. They really took care of the ball in the halves that they've played well. Against Waukee in that first half, they really took care of the ball. There were times against Valley that their offense was really clicking and they were getting to the basket. Mark, they shot 24 free throw attempts against Valley. Okay, then they come back against Johnston, only 13 free throw attempts. They shoot 11 threes. They go 14 threes, 3 for 11. Not a great percentage. I'd really like to see them continue to go inside. The way they beat Valley the other night was Ryan Riggs down low and Matt Riedel getting in that paint. And that was what was so effective. And so I'm hoping that we're going to continue to see this team get better at that. And then, look, that will open up the threes for this team because they've got some guys who are capable of three-point shots. So I'm not against threes. I'm just saying you've got to use your height when you've got what Dowling has.
You're going to see a lot of Ryan Riggs tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Again, it's Dowling and North in boys competition tonight. Boys basketball here at the North Gym. North with a record of 2-1. Their season didn't get underway till after the Christmas break. They got 6 practices in and a scrimmage, and then they started playing, and they've gotten 3 games in. They're 2-1 under second-year head coach Taylor Phipps. And the Maroons have lead this series 6-3 over North, dating back to 2010. And Dowling's won 4 of the last 6, including last year's game here, 84-83. For Dowling, the Maroons come in with a record of 4-4, knocking off number 5 Valley last week, but losing on Saturday afternoon to Johnston. So their record is at 4-4. We'll take a break here in the pregame show. I want to thank Ashford Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, easier for you to say, Dental Associates, Kemen, and Mercy One, our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. I want to thank Jeff Piggott, our studio producer. He did a yeoman's job coordinating everything with Joe Stacy in my absence, and did a tremendous job. Jeff continues to do that. He's here tonight, and we appreciate him. So we'll take a break. Along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadale, back with the starting lineups. It's Dowling and North. Boys basketball in the CIML here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio and Dowling Catholic Sports is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic. With 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling graduate, just a little and bit Dr. Hot. Craig Harper, the Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at 60th and Ashworth in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610 or online, ashworthvision.com.
Howdy, folks. This is Jimmy Aiken from Catholic Answers Live, and it's very important that you support your local radio station because it's only your local Catholic radio station that makes it possible for you to hear wonderful
it's still kind of burying on the
like
Reds
Catholic
for me,
Answers
so
Live and all of the other great
I'll watch
EWTN shows. So please help them out right now and be generous.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic
we'll take
Radio
it where it
app,
is for
or
now.
call
Coming back.
515-223-1150.
And we're back here at the North High Gymnasium alongside Mike Swayman and Mark Amadale as we get set for the starting lineups. It's Dowling and North, the only time these two teams play during the regular season. Visiting with the Dowling coaches before the game. Of course, Michael Connor is not here. He comes out of COVID protocol tomorrow, so he's listening and watching at home. But one thing I mentioned to him is Dowling and North, one time, and when are the sub-states coming out? Because all these games count, especially when they get their sub-state groupings. And then once they get their 6 teams in each sub-state in Class 4A, Mike, then the coaches seed them. And these are very important games when you look at who'd you beat, who'd they beat, strength of schedule, that all comes into the formula. So even though it's a non-division game, it's a very important game.
It's a huge game because when you start factoring in that the first 2 top seeds get a bye, and then you host a game at your gym, and then you're one more game to get to state. You think about Dowling's Road last year. They were able to secure that, and then they hosted a game, and then we went over and did that game over in Council Bluffs, and Dowling was fortunate enough to win and get down to state. So seeding matters. It absolutely does, and so that's why all of these games are important, and this is no different.
Remember, you did the game in Council Bluffs.
I didn't want to bring that up, Mark.
I was ground zero for COVID back then is what they were telling me.
Well, you have been called a super spreader by, I won't say who, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, well, they'll be texting you here any minute because now you're gonna wake them up. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for Dowling Catholic, they'll be wearing their visiting numbers, their odd numbers tonight. They come in with a record of 4-4. And ironically, averaging 53.8 points on offense and 53.8 points on defense. Maroons will start at one guard, Sam Hughes, 6'1" senior, averaging 7 points, has 8 steals in the season. And Sam will wear number 13. The other guard for Dowling Catholic is Simon Daniel, a 6'2" senior, averaging 4 points. And he has hit 5 threes, second leader in three-point shooting on the team. And he has 8 steals. Simon will wear number 23. The other guard is Matt Riedel, 6'4" senior. Matt, the leading scorer for Dowling, averaging 13 points, leads in the assists with 4, averaging 5.5 rebounds, and leads the team with 14 steals. Riedel will wear number 25. At one forward, Jack Gredicke, 6'10" senior, averaging 8.5 points. He's hit 9 threes, second on the team, or on the team this year, and he's had 5 steals. Gredicke will wear number 15. And finally, the guy in the middle, Ryan Riggs, the 4-year letterman, averaging 11.5 points, leads the team with 6 rebounds, 8 block shots. He leads the team there. And Riggs, a 6'8" senior, he'll wear number 21. So again, it'll be Hughes, Daniel, and Riedel, the 3 guards for Dowling, along with Jack Gredicke and Ryan Riggs. The head coach is Michael Connor in his 15th year, 221 wins, 128 losses, assisted by Nick Wagner and Jimmy Nahas. They'll run the team tonight as Coach O'Connor recovering from COVID protocol. Pat Henkinius and David Combs, the sophomore coaches, assisting tonight. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the North High Polar Bears under second-year head coach Taylor Phipps. They come in with a record of 2-1. Coach Phipps is 14-12 on the year, on his 2 years at North. Overall, 5 years of coaching. He was the head coach at Preston, 42-53. And he's assisted by Denny McDonald and Rick Baring. Sophomore coaches are Rob Gord and Gabe Arroyo. And they'll start this lineup for North High at one guard, Tan Newwin, a 5'10" senior. He'll wear number 4. The other guard is Kevon Bickham, 5'7" senior, averaging 7 points, so we're number 11. And the third guard for North, Theron LaCour, 5'11" senior, averaging 19 points, 7 rebounds, leads is second on the team with 7 made threes. LaCour will wear number 13. And at one forward, Devin Hilson, outstanding football player for North, 6-foot senior. He'll be playing the forward spots, averaging 6 points, 5.5 rebounds. He'll wear number 22. And the fourth guard is DeAndre Taylor. Taylor, a 5'11" senior, averaging 29.5 points, 2.5 rebounds and assists. Leads the team with 18 made threes and shooting 90% from the free throw line. And Swaymer, he had 47 points against Roosevelt in their second outing. And Taylor will wear number 24. So it'll be Newen, Bickham, LaCour, Hilson, and Taylor, the 5 on the floor. Polar Bears come in averaging 67 points on offense, giving up 64 on defense with their 2-2 record. Swaymer, that's the tail of the tape, but DeAndre Taylor, 29.3 points, leads the CIML.
Yeah, 29 and going for over 40 against the Riders. That's a good performance. So
yes,
he can light it up, and we're going to see a lot of threes again, up and down. So strap your seatbelt on, Mark. This is this is going to be a race here.
Looking forward to it. We'll take a break, come back. First, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer with Father Ryan Amrou. And we're back with the tip-off, North and Dowling, along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadale here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Ryan Andrew, and I'm the chaplain at Dowling Catholic High School. Let us pray for the coaches, players, and trainers tonight for this athletic competition. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
They tip it off.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask you to bless all those involved in this athletic competition tonight. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they all show good sportsmanship.
Still in the prayer. I'll bring you up right as the fight song starts.
All holy men and women, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
And we're back here at the North High Gym. We're underway. It's Dowling and North here in Iowa Catholic Radio as North won the tip. They get a couple shots off, no good. The other way we go, and a whistle and a foul on Des Moines North. And it looks like they're going to whistle on David Calker, who got the start tonight over 10 new win. So Calker with the first foul. Corner three up and no good is Dowling with the basketball.
Gregory with the miss there on the inbounds. So far, we've got 3 shot attempts in this game. All 3 have been three-point attempts.
And here's another 3. Top of the key. It's no good by North's Theron LaCour. And the rebound down to Riggs and Dowling. Winds are going left to right as we broadcast here directly behind and up in the balcony from the benches here at North High. So one and done that time was North. They got 2 shots off in their last possession. Riedel down the lane. Layup is up off the rim, no good. And a whistle and a foul on North, and I think they're going to get. They are going to get Taylor. Oh, Hilson. I'm sorry, with the foul, number 22. First foul for Hilson. Second team foul on North, and Riedel to the line here, Matt.
Hey, you've got a big height advantage for Dowling tonight with Gregory and Riggs, but Dowling really taller at every position.
Free throw, good. I think he made them both, didn't he?
He did.
He didn't. Oh, the scoreboard is not caught up. 2-0 Dowling is our score. Polar Bears with a record of 2-1. They were ranked a week ago. They're just outside the top 10. They're not ranked this week. Dowling's record 4-4. It's a non-division game in the CIML. Polar Bears with the ball, driving to the basket, a whistle and a shot that's no good, but a foul on Dowling. And it looks like they're going to get Simon Daniel for his first foul, out of bounds to North, and throwing it in will be Theron LaCour.
Yeah, they called that on the floor. It looked like it could have maybe even been on the shot, but a really quick first dribble by DeAndre Taylor, getting right around Daniel.
Very quick North team. They'll average 33 three-point attempts in the game, and now hanging in the air and a shot up and good by Theron LaCour. Boy, he had some height on that one.
Well, and he shot that ball going on the way down, Mark, so that was a nice move.
So we're tied at 2. And the scoreboard's still not working. Underneath is Riggs, and he draws the foul. That'll be on Cocker, and that'll be his second.
Coach Wagner not happy with something that Simon Daniel did on that play.
I was kind of kidding with the coaching staff at Dowling. I said, who's the offensive coach? Who's the defensive coach?
Right.
Official now is trying to get our...
Yeah, they've got the AD down there now, Mark, working on the scoreboard. They're trying to get it corrected.
Yep, we're tied at 2, and they're going to take a break to get this all figured out. They may have to turn it off, which they are. They just turned the board off.
Yeah.
So we're tied at 2, Dowling and North, and this will be an officials timeout. And we'll take a 1-minute break along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadeo. Dowling and North boys basketball tied at 2 from the North Gym. Back in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, construction professionals, for underwriting our show, Man Up. Heard Mondays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Construction professionals have been long supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, and we've seen their work. It's beautiful.
They do remodeling or new construction that is innovative, functional, and designing what you want. It's a family business built on a strong foundation to create a new or remodeled home that is uniquely yours.
CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours, God bless. Thank you, construction professionals.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
Hey, welcome back to the North Gym alongside Mike Swain, Mark Amadeo, Ryan Riggs at the free throw line. They've got the scoreboard fixed, apparently, and Riggs hits the first free throw, gives Dowling a 3-2 lead. Second free throw is no good, but the rebound comes out to Riedel, and he goes inside, and the charge is drawn nicely by DeAndre Taylor. Foul on Riedel. They'll wipe out the basket.
Yeah, good play by Taylor that time. He had legal guarding position right there, and Riedel sort of just lowered his shoulder, and good call by the officials.
So it's 3-2. Dowling with the lead over Des Moines North. All of Dowling's points are at the free throw line. North does have one field goal by Theron LaCour. Now we've got an official stoppage of play.
I'm not sure the clock was running, Mark, and so they are now taking some time off. So we're having all kinds of issues here with the scoreboard.
Our officials tonight are Tim Oosterhouse. He gets to put all this together. Chris Crawford and John Joensen are our three-man officiating crew here at North. They did the girls' game earlier. If you joined us late, Dowling girls winning 76-34 over Des Moines North. And now in the lane, a shot no good by DeAndre Taylor. Rebound Dowling. Job that time by Gregory. It's Hughes, Gregory, Riggs, Daniel, and Riedel, the 5 and the 4 for Dowling. That's the starters. North in a modified zone. Looks like a 2-3 here.
Yeah. Trying to sort of negate some of that height that they've had with Ryan Riggs. So I think it's a good move by Coach Phipps here.
Yep. David Cocker got the start over Tan Newen tonight. They're working inside. The shot up
tip by Riedel there. So Riggs on the miss and Riedel with the follow. And that's what Dowling's advantage is going to be tonight, Mark, on the boards, both offensively and defensively.
North's tallest player, they got 2 of them. That's a 5'11", so basically a 5-guard offense. Underneath, we got traveling called on Devin Hilson. That'll wipe out the basket.
Yeah, the lack of height, Mark, puts so much pressure on North in the offensive end. They're not going to get a lot of offensive rebounds, and so every shot counts when you are North on that offensive side.
Certainly does. Dowling with the basketball, leading 5-2 against this North 2-3 zone. Riedel top, right wing, over to Simon Daniel. Right corner, three-pointer no good. Tip up and in by Riedel. Nobody boxed him out.
That's his second tip in. And right now, Dowling's best offense is putbacks.
7-2 Dowling. Wins by 5 here in the first quarter from the North Gym. Mentioned the Dowling girls. They improved their record to 7-3 and ranked 12th. Long three up and no good by DeAndre Taylor. We got a pushing foul, loose ball foul on North.
Yeah, already the 4th team foul for North, Mark, with 4:33 to go here. So North's got to adjust a little bit of how the officials are calling this.
So 14 foul on North. Dowling with the 5-point lead and the basketball. And dribbling in the front court for the Maroons is Sam Hughes. Get in the short corner to Riggs. Now back out to Gregory for 3, and it rolls around and falls through. Three-pointer by Jack Gregory, his first three of the night, Mike.
Well, that's good offense, Mark. Finding the short corner is key against the zone, and also finding that middle of the zone. That time they were able to find the short corner, and Gregory wide open on the outside of that.
And Riggs was on the short corner, and that got a lot of attention. Long three, top of the key is good by North, Theron LaCour.
Well, they needed that. They were struggling here, and Dowling was on a little bit of a run, but LaCour with a little step back. I'm sure Coach Phipps wants to talk about how they're going to try and defend this. Their zone has not been really good. They've been trying to extend, which is leaving a lot of holes open, Mark, in that middle.
LaCour now with all 5 in North points on a pair of field goals, including a three-pointer. For Dowling, Riedel leading the way with 6 points. 3 points for Jack Gregory and 1 point for Ryan Riggs. He went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Mercy One and Kemen, along with our good friends at Dental Associates, alongside Mike Swaim. I'm Mark Amadale. Take a look at the top Class 4A AP top 10 teams in Class 4A. Cedar Falls is ranked number 1, much to your disdain, with Waukee at number 2, Johnston 3rd, Centennial 4th, and Valley 5th. 6 through 10 has Iowa City Liberty, Dubuque Hempstead, Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln, who Dowling will face later in February. Des Moines Hoover and North Scott round out the Class 4A top 10. Southeast Polk and Ottumwa get receiving votes. Now the Maroons lose the ball out of bounds. It'll be North possession.
Gregory got a little excited there, Mark. He caught that ball. Looked like he was going to go up for a dunk and just mishandled it right off of his leg. North went back to a man-to-man, so interesting decision.
All right, DeAndre Taylor dribbling in, leaves it for LaCour for 3, misses from the right wing, beyond the three-point. We think they've taken 7 threes here in the first quarter. Rebound Dowling. The Maroons now in transition. Underneath is Mikey Chase, and he loses the basketball. The other way we go. Here's North. They go right to left in front of us. Now a corner 3 by Hilson is no good. Rebound out to Dowling.
It was a pretty good contest by Riggs coming out on that 3. They all can shoot it.
Yes, they can. Now, corner 3 by Dowling is up and in and out, no good by Chase. And the putback up and in. Was that to Riggs?
That was Ryan Riggs. Just a little flush, two-handed flush for you.
Off a rebound. Oh, there's a block by Riedel and almost saved from going out of bounds by Mikey Chase. It'll be North possession. I look up and I see Riggs, and there's the ball, and it's like, he must have got that.
Well, he's really active right now, Mark. He's active on the offensive boards, active on the defensive end. We saw him contest a 3. Really like his energy level so far coming out this game.
All right, the Maroons with substitutions. They'll bring in Jalen Moses, a 6'9 senior. Also in there, Andrew Lynch. Lynch, a 6'5 senior. And shooting and scoring for North. Was that number 1?
Nope, that was DeAndre Taylor,
Taylor
who hit that. And he had a couple words for Riedel. Riedel was laughing down the court as I watched those two.
Yeah, you're going to see that a little bit tonight.
A little bit of talk.
Dowling with the basketball as Chase has it. Gives it inside to Lynch. Left block. His shot up. No good. Partially blocked and rebound North. 12-8 is our score. Dowling by 4. North in transition. A pull-up jumper no good. Rebound Moses as a shot was no good by LaCour.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do if you're Dowling. You've got to make sure that you're holding North to one shot now. Don't give them a second chance opportunity.
All right, here's Lynch, top of the key, looking for a cutter, can't find one. Now coming off a ball screen is Hughes. Over in the corner it goes to Chase. Top of the key, Riedel. North now man-to-man. Riedel spins in the lane, pull-up jumper, good! Nice move by Matt Riedel. They cleared out for him.
Yeah, really nice move that time. Good patience by Dowling. That's what you've got to do. Make North play defense in the half court.
Yeah, that's good recognition. North's been in that 2-3 zone. I don't know if that's the first or second possession they went man.
Oh,
all right,
that's
long
be
3 by Taylor is no good, but he drew the foul on Dowling, and 3 free throws coming here, Mike.
Yeah, that was Riedel on Taylor, and
he
actually got a piece of the ball, but then his hand actually hit Taylor in the face. So definitely a foul on that, and Taylor will get 3.
DeAndre Taylor averaging 29.3 points a contest. Hits the first free throw. He now has 4 points tonight. He put up 47 against Roosevelt last week. Second free throw is no good. He'll get 1 more. As substitution for Dowling, Maroons re-entering the ball game will be Simon Daniel, and sitting down will be Riedel with 2 fouls.
Yeah, that could be a developing situation there with Riedel with 2.
Third free throw is no good. So Taylor went 1 for 3, and here's a guy that came in 18 for 20 on the year at the free throw line, 90%, and missed 2. Maroons catch a break there. Dowling with the ball in the front court. Chase with it. There's Mikey. Swings over to left wing to Simon Daniel. Lynch on the baseline. Pull-up jumper from 10. Good. Andrew Lynch, left baseline, 10-footer up in the end.
Good ball movement that time. Working it side to side, and then Lynch with just the jumper.
All right, here's Taylor with it. Now dribble handoff to LaCour. In the ball game is Kenny Brooks, number 1 for North, 5'10 sophomore. And we've got a whistle and an illegal screen against North. They'll call it on Hilson. That'll be his second.
Yeah, he tried to get a little ball screen on DeAndre Taylor's and clearly was moving. I think that was a good call. And North's going to pick up a little bit. Looks like a little 1-2-2.
Well,
three-quarter court press.
Yeah, before that, Riggs just kind of walked in without being beckoned in by the official, and you got to be careful of that.
Yeah,
I've already seen that once in the girls' side this year with technical fouls without checking in, but Riggs checks in, and Lynch is now sitting down. Moses stays in. Here's Moses down the lane. Layup good! They didn't guard him as DeAndre Taylor had him, and Moses goes and shoots and scores.
Yeah, he was just wide open. I mean, that was just a complete breakdown after the press, which Dowling handled easily.
All right, North with the basketball. Here's Taylor with it. And now a near steal, but we're going to get a foul on Dowling's Mikey Chase.
No, I think they're going to get Taylor on that with the reach. I think they've got...
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're going to call that Taylor.
Yes,
so
they are.
Mikey Chase got the steal, and DeAndre tried to reach in and get that, and the official got him.
That's his first foul. So Taylor with the foul. 16 fouls on North. Dowling will be in the bonus. The final 30 seconds of this first quarter and into the second quarter are 18-9, Dowling by 9. This is the Maroons' largest lead thus far. Here's Moses. In the corner goes to Simon Daniel. Riggs, right block, in the lane with the left hand. Shot up and good. He went right over their center, or fifth guard, excuse me.
Right. I mean, that was LaCour who was guarding him. I mean, there's just no answer for that.
Deontay White in the ball game. He is their now center, 6'4 sophomore. Now, long three is no good. 2 seconds left. Rebound Dowling. And a half-court shot is no good by Sam Hughes. So we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 20, Des Moines North 9, along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadale, back with the second quarter in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Chemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Chemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Chemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Chemin, using science to transform the world. Online at chemin.com.
Hey, we're back here at the North Gym. Tuesday night, CIML basketball. It's boys basketball. And Dowling leading 20-9. We go to the second quarter. In the lane, Simon Daniel gets the pass. His shot no good. Gets his own tip. It's no good. Riedel with it. He loses out of bounds. Maroons had a couple of taps in there after the missed shot on their first possession.
Well, what a great pass by Ryan Riggs. He found Daniel wide open down the paint. And Daniel was just a little too quick. He's got to just slow himself down, get his feet underneath him, go up for the easy layup there.
So North with the basketball, trailing. A corner three, right side by Devin Hilson's no good. Rebound Riggs and Dowling. Nice job by the Maroons holding the one quarter. Now flush, Gregory running the court, and a tremendous pass from Riedel, and he flushes it through. And Gregory now with 5 points in the contest.
That was a fantastic pass by Riedel. And how about Gregory running the floor?
The big 6'10 guy. Now corner three missed everything. No good by Des Moines North. Hilston missed everything. Down court, here's Gregory again. His shot no good. Rebound Riedel. His putback up and good. The basket will count. Foul on North. And the Maroons are feeling it here in the second quarter.
Wow. North's just getting killed on the boards right now, Mark. There's just no rebounding at all. And how about the hustle play of Riedel coming in, getting that rebound off of the Gregory miss. And he had a nice sort of, like a step crossover dribble. That would have been a pretty finish. The Dowling bench would have gone crazy, but can't capitalize on the three-point play there.
Free throw no good by Riedel. He now has 10 points to lead Dowling. Maroons were 3 of 4 at the free throw line in the first quarter. North 1 for 3. Now a pull-up jumper from the baseline is good by the Polar Bear. That's a nice move that time by Taylor.
Yeah, pretty nice defense by Daniel, but a better shot.
DeAndre Taylor with 6 points now for North. Dowling with the ball, now traveling called on Simon Daniel.
Yeah.
So Simon guilty of the travel.
Coach
got
Wagner just telling him slow down. That's what he just Simon's just got to get himself under control just a little bit.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic and Construction Professionals. Alongside Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale. Our studio producer is Jeff Piggott. As we're here in the second quarter, Dowling 24 and North 11. And now we got a whistle and a foul. It's North with the basketball on the right side and foul on Dowling before the shot. And they're going to whistle that on Sam Hughes.
That's a nice little hot one. It's like a 4-high set. They isolate LaCour. And there was nobody on that side. He just went right around Hughes.
First foul on Hughes, 14 foul on Dowling. North with 17 fouls. Now pull-up jumper by Polar Bears by Taylor is no good. Rebound Dowling. And that's Carson Brown in the ball game with the rebound. Carson has it top of the key. So it's Carson Brown, Sam Hughes, Simon Daniel, Ryan Riggs, and Jack Gregory, the 5 on the floor. Riggs for 3, top of the key, good. He shot that right over the sophomore David Calker.
And there was no hesitation that time. Riggs just caught, nobody was on him, and he just fired.
Second made 3 of the season for Ryan. And it's 27-11. 16-point lead for Dowling, their largest of the contest here with 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. North with the basketball. Corner 3 by LaCour is good from the left baseline. Theron LaCour with his 8-point.
That was a nice find by DeAndre Taylor. A cross-court pass to LaCour, and now North picking up here, trying to put a little more pressure on Dowling.
Carson Brown running the point. Gets across the timeline to Sam Hughes. North will stay man-to-man. They're in that 2-3 zone to start. Now they've went man. Here's Riggs with it. Dribble handoff. Leaves it for Hughes. Back to Riggs. They both work the left side. The ball poked away nicely. Calker with the steal. North in transition for 3. Top of the key, good. Nice shot by the Polar Bears in transition. That's Taylor now with his second 3 of the night.
Yeah, nothing like a 3-on-2 break pulling up from 3 with nobody underneath.
Here's Carson Brown with it, and he throws it away. He tried a little backdoor pass to Hughes, stolen away by North. Pull-up jumper by LaCour again. It's no good from 3-point range. Rebound Dowling, and co-coach Nick Wagner says, hey, let's slow things down. We get a 30-second break. I got a story I got to bring up to you about offense and defensive coordinators for basketball. I'm going to ask about yours. Here's Riggs in the lane. A follow-away jumper, good. Right in the middle of the lane. A timeout North. I'm going to get a chance right here. Riggs with his 7th point. And it's Dowling 29 and North 17 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. 4:15 remaining. I thought he called a timeout.
Now they are checking whether that was counted as a 3. The North coach thought that they did not get credited for the 3-point shot that on the fast break, Mark. So they just double-checked with the score table, and they do have a correct score.
Okay. So you could do that at the first dead ball. Before the next dead ball, you can correct the score. It was not a video review. Those aren't allowed in high school.
That's right.
Federation
Thank
basketball.
goodness.
The extended game, and now here's LaCour. Turnaround jumper right side, no good. Offensive rebound, Hilson. His putback, no good. Rebound, Dowling. The Maroons now in transition. All the way down court is Hughes. Has put a shot off the glass, good. Sam Hughes in transition, his first basket.
That's a nice shot by Mikey Chase getting that break started. Sam Hughes was out there and a good pass and put the pressure on North's defense.
We'll just keep rotating players. Moses set to come in for Dowling here at the next break. Here's Taylor with it. Long 3, top of the key, good. How do you stop that? DeAndre Taylor, he now has his 3rd 3-pointer of the night with 12 points.
He got off to a little slow start, but he's starting to heat up, and that could be a concern for Dowling here as they've cut into this lead.
He had 47 against Roosevelt, and he's on his way there. Gregory, long pass. Over to Chase for 3, good, right wing, right in front of the North bench. Mikey Chase with his first 3 and his 4th 3 of the year. And it's 34-20, Dowling by 14.
That time DeAndre Taylor trying to double-team Riggs, and Riggs finds the open man.
Here's Taylor again for 3, and he's lighting it up. It's good. 15 points now for DeAndre. That's his 4th 3, and it was well defended, I thought, from the top of the key by Dowling.
It was well defended. He's got such a quick step back, though, Mark. It's hard to get a hand up in his face. He's very quick, and they may have to start looking at, possibly trying to double him if he continues on this rampage.
Gregory for 3, it's good. Carson Brown with the assist.
And Coach Wagner wants to get almost a line change in of subs. Probably also wants to address how are we going to start guarding DeAndre Taylor, who's hit 3 back-to-back threes.
Unbelievable. Jack Gregory has hit a pair of 3s for Dowling. He has 8 points with that last basket. 37-23, Dowling with the lead. 2:36 remaining here in the first half. At halftime, we're expected to hear from one of the Dowling girls coaches who earlier tonight defeated North 76-34. Dowling girls now improved their record to 7-3. They will not play this Friday. The scheduled opponent for Dowling is Waukee. It'll be a boys game only Friday night. We'll be on the air at 6:30 with our pregame and 6:45 tip-off. Dowling girls have basically a bye unless something's arranged with another team. But I'm going back to the question I was going to pose you that I asked coaches Wagner and Nahas. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, you've seen that a lot in college. Does it happen in high school? I'm not even going to ask about special teams, but what did you and your dad do at Des Moines Christian and Lincoln?
Well, a lot of the times, especially when we got late game situations and we needed an offensive play, I was normally the guy with the clipboard. But, I think you each take turns, and sometimes I would work a lot with the defense if we had to isolate during practice, especially if we were kind of up against a guy like DeAndre Taylor. But I think late in the game, it is good to have who exactly you're going to go with, and my dad was very comfortable turning that over to me.
Now, you had the clipboard. Did any of those plays work? I'm just asking as a fan.
Every once in a while, they would work. Every once in a while.
Says the guy who took a couple teams to the state tournament, Mr. Swaymer. You guys did a great job. When's your dad going to sit in with us? I know we're in COVID protocol and all that, but is he on a beach down in South Beach, or
this whole pandemic has really cut into his travel, Mark? So he's not real happy with what's going on
so
here.
He's living in Mexico and staying in Mexico is what you're saying. Okay, I got you. Folks, it's a treat to have the Mr. Swain and the junior on a broadcast. Try to do that once a year. We'll see if we can get that worked out. Here's a three-pointer, no good by North. Rebound Dowling. Maroons lead at 37-23. Final minute 50 here in the second quarter. Moses with it on the left block. Spins. Pump fake. Shot up, and he traveled with it. Shot was no good. It's Andrew Lynch and Jalen Moses in the paint, along with Simon Daniel out there for Dowling. Sam Hughes stays. And Mikey Chase, the 5 on the floor for the Maroons.
I thought Moses had a good idea. He got bumped a little bit that time by the North defender and just shuffled his feet. But he was going to go up strong on the block, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
All right, here's North with the basketball, trailing 37-23 to Dowling. Maroons with a record of 4-4. North with a record of 2-1. Long three, no good by Taylor. All of a sudden, he's started to be cold. He hit 3 straight threes, and he's kind of cooled off. Dowling now in the front court. Here's Chase with it. Mikey looking inside the Lynch. Left block. North stays man-to-man. Double teamed is Lynch, and he loses the ball. Stolen away by Taylor. DeAndre in the lane. Going against, down the lane, going against Quincy Ferguson, who's in there. His shot no good. And rebound Simon Daniel.
I like what North is doing, though, Mark. Anytime that ball goes in, there's about 2 or 3 white shirts that are swarming Dowling's bigs, and that's what Coach Phipps made a change of, not trying to play those bigs one-on-one, and they've had some success.
Here's Quincy Ferguson. I haven't seen a lot from him. He'll launch the 3. It's off the rim, no good, and a rebound comes out to North. And Theron LaCour. LaCour, free throw line, tries a double team, split the double team, tried to get between Lynch and Ferguson, and he drew the foul.
That's going to be Dowling's, their 6th-team foul, Mark, so North still not in the bonus.
Fouls on Quincy Ferguson, his first. Little used, 5'9" junior, but used tonight just because of the pace of the game.
Well, and I also think we haven't seen Matt Riedel out with 2 fouls, Mark, and so he's Coach Wagner having to go a little bit deeper into the bench.
Yeah, Ferguson, Chase, Hughes, those 3 guards, and even Simon Daniel trying to get that spot. Nice job, knocked out of bounds as North tries to inbound the ball. Tan Nguyen, who's in the lineup, number 4, had the ball slapped out of bounds by Mikey Chase.
Almost a 5-second count as well.
Oh. So North will throw it in. They'll switch inbounders. That'll be LaCour throwing it in. Gets it up top to Kenny Brooks, who's now in there for North. Back over to Kevon Bickham. North playing for maybe the final shot. Hard to believe. 35 seconds remaining. Long 3 up is no good by Taylor. Rebound comes out to Riggs and Dowling. Outlet pass to Chase. Maroons now with the 3-on-2. Mikey will hold up. And see if Dowling can hold for the last shot. No, nope. Moses will shoot the 3, and it's good! Right in front of the North bench.
That's one of those Coach Wagner said, no, oh, yes.
You've never done that in your coaching career. 10 seconds remaining. Dowling 40, North 23 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Here is Taylor for 3. It's no good. Rebound Moses. And we'll go to halftime with Dowling leading 40-23 over Des Moines North as the Maroons put up 20 points in that second quarter.
Well, and how about the 3-point shots that Dowling has hit tonight, Mark? I mean, you talk about the last game against Johnston. They go 3 for 11 from 3-point range. Against Valley, they were 4 for 11. Tonight, much better. And I thought the threes have come in good spots. So not relying on the three, and when they've had their opportunities, they've been able to knock them down.
Yeah, the Maroons have knocked down 4 made threes in the first half. And they lead it here at halftime, 40-23. Kristen Marr, the Dowling girls basketball coach, will join us here at halftime. And remember, before I let you go, we saw kind of a different pace. I think a lot of it was dependent upon what North was playing. They started out in the 2-3 zone, then they had to go man, then they had foul trouble. They tried to shoot themselves out. They got the game within 10, and then Maroons with a nice run out to lead by 17 here at halftime.
I think Dowling is taking advantage of when there has been a missed shot on a long three. They've been able to get some easy baskets in transition. And for North, I think if you're Coach Phipps, you've got to continue to try and bring help, but you can't just have 4 guys come down and help on the bigs, and then that leaves everybody else open. We saw a couple cross-court passes, and there was no North defender and a wide-open Dowling player who knocks down a three. So they've got to tighten up where they're going to double-team the post from.
All right, our halftime score once again, Dowling 40, Des Moines North 23. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls improved their record to 7-3. As they're ranked 12th in Class 5A, they defeated Des Moines North 76-34. Again, this is a non-division game in the CIML. Dowling out of the Central Conference and North out of the Metro Conference. Along with Mike Swain, Mark Embadale, Jeff Pickett is our producer. Back with head coach Kristen Marr, the Dowling girls coach. We'll talk about her victory tonight and her team's victory over North here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio and Dowling Catholic Sports is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic. With 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling graduate, and Dr. Craig Harper, the Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at 60th and Ashworth in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610 or online, ashworthvision.com.
Hello, everyone. This is John Martinoni from Open Line Monday. I always tell people Catholic radio does 3 primary things. It makes good Catholics better Catholics, it brings fallen away Catholics back to the faith, and it brings non-Catholics closer to and sometimes even into the faith. Your money towards Catholic radio is going for a very good cause.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
And welcome back to the North High Gym. Halftime of the boys contest. Dowling Catholic leading 40-23 over Des Moines North. Mark Embadale, Mike Swain with the broadcast tonight. And joined now by Kristen Marr, the Dowling girls basketball coach. Coach, congratulations on the win. I know any win is good, especially when you get close to that so-called seeding and, getting everybody set in their regionals and girls regionals. A 76-34 win over Des Moines North, a team that's much improved. And you saw my former buddy, my roommate at Simpson, Haywood Boston, 8th year here trying to resurrect the program. He was 2-2 until you guys beat him tonight, but done a nice job with this program, and it's much improved. And Haywood will do that. He'll get it turned around real quick.
Oh, definitely. I thought North showed leaps and bounds of growth, and especially when you consider they couldn't practice until Christmas break.
That's right.
So they didn't get any practices November, December. Even last summer, none of us got to have time. So, he's doing a fantastic job. I thought they've improved a lot, just shot-making ability, and they've got some length and some athleticism. So I thought we had a really good second half. To come out and had a lot of different people score, so that was really good to see.
That certainly was. It looks like you were led by Alexi Bowles with 17 points. They had 5 players in double figures. Mm-hmm. Is it Frericks?
Yeah, she had 12.
12, yep, and 13 points for Emma Gipple.
Yep.
Frericks with 12. We're trying to go down here in order. 11 points each for Allie Anderson and for Margaret Tobias. Am I right?
No, it'd be
Julie
Moore. Yep, Julie Moore and Margaret.
Yeah, I'm not used to reading off the official scorebook as you brought it up here. But a lot of contributions. You led at halftime. Coach, talk to the listeners about the halftime lead and what you said to the team.
Yeah, we were up 41-26. I thought we had given up a few more points than I would have liked. The second quarter was 13-13. So we came out strong in the first quarter, got a lot of run-out baskets and some steals, and then the second quarter they kind of dictated pace a little bit. So I thought we could, we talked halftime about just locking down a little bit better with fundamentally sound defense, and then still get out and run. They don't have a big bench. They don't have a big roster, so get out and try to score in transition. And as you mentioned, we had a number of girls hit threes. Lauren Frericks, this was her first game back from an injury, and she was 4 for 6 on threes, so that was great to see. Margaret Tobias made 3 threes in the first quarter. We had, I think, 3 or 4 other girls knock down some threes. Julie Moore hit a couple, so that was good to see. And then we got some buckets inside. Emma Gipple, I think, had 6 or 7 offensive rebounds and a couple putbacks. Lexi did a nice job finishing down low, and then she made a three-pointer as well. So just a well-rounded win for us. 5 players in double figures, and you didn't have a couple players at your disposal. Ella McVeigh did not play, kind of healing her up for an injury. Yep. And I believe you said one other young Julia lady. Friedrich. Julia Friedrich did not play. Yep. But so you got some contributions, and now, great, you get the win here on the road. You were scheduled to play Waukee in a girl-boy doubleheader Friday. Obviously, the girls' game has been postponed due to Waukee being in COVID protocol. And good to hear Chris Guest, the head coach who had COVID, and his wife, Sherry, who's one of the assistants. They're doing better, but they're just not ready to come out of COVID. So there's no game for the Dowling girls this Friday. It'll be a boys-only contest at Waukee. Have you filled the space in? Because now it comes. Here's our COVID year. Yeah. Coaches go out and they say, hey, we're available. Anybody want to play us Friday night? Yeah, I've sent out a few texts and emails. The tough thing is almost everyone else already has a game scheduled on Friday. Sure, it's Friday night, yeah. And actually, both our JV1 and JV2 are still playing Waukee because it's just Waukee varsity girls in quarantine. So I've got one text out that I haven't heard back yet that was a potential for Saturday. But right now with 2 girls out with injuries, and our JVs, they played tonight at DCG. Thursday they're playing at Johnston. Friday they're playing Waukee. So we don't necessarily need more games on Saturday, so we might just rest up a little bit and then hit it hard next week. That's true. You could do that. Also, there could be another team out there in the state that lost their opponent because of COVID, and now they're sitting there waiting. I thought you might make a phone call to the Nevada and Pocahontas area. You seem to know a lot about those 2 schools, but I bet they're playing on Friday night. Yeah, I would guess they're playing. A couple of my assistant coaches and we looked through a whole lot of schedules. And sent out a couple emails, and so we'll see. Either way is okay. I mean, we'd love to play a game if it works out, but we don't want to rush into something if we've got some injuries to heal and, to have a day off at this time the season. Exactly. We'll take a Saturday to relax, and the girls are saying today maybe do team sledding, so maybe just a fun, relaxed day on Saturday would be okay. That would be great. Go to the state capitol. That's the best hill in town. If you don't go there, there's a hole at Waveland, I forgot which number it is now, at Waveland Golf Course, 2 places at real good hills. But perfect. That's if you want to go sledding. Another school I was going to throw out there, I know it's in Northeast Iowa, Olwine, but I'd have to choose between going to Waukee and covering the boys or going up in your hometown and following Olwine and Dowling girls. If we were going to play someone from that far away, we'd say you can come down here. But I doubt if I'm guessing they've got an NEIC matchup on Friday night. I'm sure they do. Visit with Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls basketball coach. They improved their record tonight to 7-3, ranked 12th in Class 5A with a 76-34 win over the North girls in Game 1 of the doubleheader here. Here at halftime, Dowling boys lead at 40-23. And, Coach, you're looking at the horizon. I think you have, Ankeny and then Southeast Polk again next week if you don't get the rest of this week figured out. So it doesn't get any easier with the Ankeny Hawks and Southeast Polk the second time around in the CIML Central. Yeah, I mean, you look at the CIML, and especially our division of it is just stacked. So we're just glad to be playing and excited to keep going, and we like playing good competition. And, win or lose, you learn something about your team, and these girls like going against top-level teams. So we've got a few of those left on the schedule, which will be good. And then, like you said, pairings will come out in a few weeks, and we're already to the second half of January, if you can believe it. That is hard to believe. But look at your record. You played 10 games. You're allowed 21. A lot of teams won't get to 21, but you could. So you're more than halfway through your schedule. Yeah, we may only have, I think, 15 or 16 right now on the schedule. So I see. If we can get 16 or 17 in by regional time, that'd be pretty good. And like you said, if we play 10, we're already halfway. That's right. Coach, it's good to be back. It's good to see you and the team. Glad everybody's, relatively healthy. Hopefully McVeigh and Friedrich will be okay and ready to go apparently Tuesday night against Ankeny. yeah, that's what we're hoping. And it's great to see you back, and glad to hear that you're doing well now and ready to call some more games.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Coach Meyer, thank you, and congratulations on the win tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
Kristen Meyer, my halftime guest. Dowling boys leading 40-23 here at halftime, and earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner over North 76-34. We'll be back with Mike Swain. Start of the second half in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, Construction Professionals, for your support of Dowling Catholic Sports 365. Construction Professionals is a family-owned business dedicated to our customers. Whether designing, building, or renovating, we are here to better serve you. Our passion for quality craftsmanship, paired with our dedication to creativity, result in a home that reflects your personality, style, and family function. Construction Professionals. Design, build, renovate. CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours. God bless.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
And we're back here at the North High Gymnasium alongside Swain. I'm Mark Amadale, and Jeff Pickett is our studio producer. Underway here in the second half, Dowling leading North 40-23 in this non-division CIML game. They get it inside the Riggs. It's shot up and no good. Drew the foul, and the foul will be on Cocker. If that's the case, David Cocker has picked up his third foul here, Mike Swain.
Well, it was just great play design. Ryan Riggs pinned his man inside, and a good pass by Gregory. That ball started on the wing up to the top, and good seal by Ryan Riggs, and no match for the North defender.
Riggs' free throw is good. Ryan now with 8 points on the contest. He had 7 points at halftime, and it's the first point of the second half. Second free throw is also good. 9 points for Riggs. Dowling 42, North 23. The Maroons led 20-9 at the end of the first quarter and outscored North 20-14 in that second quarter to lead at halftime 40-23. And now underneath.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Cocker. A good pass by DeAndre Taylor. Just sort of a little ball screen and then a roll to the basket.
Cocker's first basket of the night for Des Moines North. 42-25. Dowling with the lead with under 7 minutes remaining third quarter. Simon Daniel, Jack Redicke, Matt Riedel, along with Sam Hughes and Ryan Riggs. And there's a lob pass to Riggs. His left-handed shot up and no good. His putback up and no good. And a whistle and a foul on North. They're going to get it on Bickham. And Riggs will go to the line, and he is just attacking the glass.
Well, I love that play that time. So Riedel tried to do just a little alley-oop lob pass to Riggs, and the North defender sort of blocked him out. I thought there may have been a foul. But good no call, and Riggs was able to come back down with it and then go up again and get fouled. So he has been so aggressive tonight. And I tell you, when you're playing against a bunch of guys who are 6'1", why not?
Riggs misses the first free throw, hits the second, and he now has double figures with 10 points. And Dowling leading 43-25. Becomes the second Dowling player in double figures, as Riedel had 10 points at halftime, is yet to score here in the third quarter. We'll run down the Dowling scoring. The Maroons are 3 of 5 in the first half at the free throw line. Now a long three, up, missed everything. Might have grazed the rim. No good from the left side by Devin Hilson. And a whistle and a loose ball foul called on Dowling, and they'll get that on Ryan Riggs. It'll be his first.
Well, Dowling's doing a much better job. North's trying to set ball screens for DeAndre Taylor to get him just a little crack of an opening for a three-pointer. And Ryan Riggs, to his credit, has come out a couple times and not been able to get DeAndre Taylor a shot. Simon Daniel also face guarding him, Mark. So a concerted effort to try and take away DeAndre Taylor.
Now we got a three-point shot up and no good. The tip climbing the ladder was Cocker, and the ball went over the backboard out of bounds to Dowling. And now North with full court, man-to-man pressure. They'll lob it up to Gregory across the timeline, right side. Over to Riedel. He'll look the corner three. He'll shoot the corner three. It's in and out, no good. Tip up and in by Gregory, and that is just flat-out length.
Well, sometimes, at least it has been in this game, a miss is pretty good offense for the Dowling Maroons because they're able to pull down that rebound and go right back up.
So Gregory with 10 points. So he, Riggs, and Riedel all with 10. And it's 45-25, Dowling by 20. This is their largest lead of the contest for the Maroons. North with the basketball. Dowling stays man-to-man. They've been in it the whole game. Here's Taylor with it, coming off a ball screen. Can't get a shot off. Now swings in the corner. Corner three up off the back iron. No good. Rebound Dowling. That missed that time by Devin Hilson. Now in transition, the ball stuck out of bounds by Taylor.
It's just a great job defensively by Dowling. They are not letting DeAndre Taylor beat them. They're going to make other guys try and shoot threes, and everyone knows where he's at on the floor. And so far, he hasn't even been able to attempt a shot here, Mark. We've got 5:09 left here in the third quarter.
Well, that's that defensive coordinator in the Dowling locker room at halftime getting that.
We'll give that to Nahas then.
No, we won't.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to give him that much credit. You know, I'm going to give it to David Combs.
There you go.
Because I know what Henkenius is doing. There's a shot in the lane. They get it inside the left block. Good by Ryan Riggs. Yeah, and Riggs with his 12 points.
Simple come along the baseline there, and another good pass. And just North has no answer for Dowling's bigs right now in the paint.
47-25. Dowling by 22. North underneath. And McClure forced it, and then he tried to bail out and hit his teammate Brooks, and it was knocked out of bounds by Dowling. Substitution for North. Ayante White will check in. He'll check in for David Calker on the bench now with 3 fouls. With 4:40 remaining here in the third quarter, Dowling 47, North 25. The Maroons with 1 team foul, North with 3. Corner 3 no good by Taylor. Rebound Riedel on the weak side for Dowling.
First opportunity he's been able to shoot, and that time just a little hurried.
Here's Gregory with it. Jack in the lane, loses the ball, and it's stolen away by North and Bickham. Bickham leaves it for his teammate in the lane. A runner in the lane, good by LaCour. So LaCour with his first basket of the second half. He had 8 points at halftime, now has 10. It's 47-27, Dowling by 20. Here's Riedel with it. 3-on-1 underneath. They flush by Ryan Riggs. Riggs stuffs it in. Riedel with the dribble penetration.
Well, and that's how he broke it, Mark. They got a good look to Riedel on the wing, and then he took it right to the middle of the floor, and so he could have went either way, to go Gregory or Riggs, and he finds Riggs for the two-handed flush.
All right, North with the ball stolen away as LaCour tried to go inside. Rebounded by Brooks. His shot no good. Rebound Dowling and Simon Daniel. Daniel across the timeline to Hughes. Sam with it. Dribble handoff to Riedel with 3.5 remaining in the third. Dowling up 22. Corner to Simon Daniel for 3. It's up, missed everything, no good. And a rebound out to Ayante White of North. North in transition, long 3. Bank 3 is no good by Taylor. Rebound Dowling. Here's Daniel with it across the timeline. A timeout called by Dowling. The Maroons are going to go with 3 subs coming in. Mikey Chase, Jalen Williams, and Andrew Lynch. But we're going to have looks like a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 3:15 remaining third quarter. Dowling 49 and Des Moines North 27, along with the coach, Mike Swaim. I'm Mark Amadale. Jeff Piggott, our studio producer. I want to thank our supporters, including Dental Associates, Mercy One, and Kemen. Coach, it's been quite the third quarter. Just going to add up some of the numbers here for Dowling.
It's been all Maroons, and I really think DeAndre Taylor, he strikes me, Mark, he's one of these guys, he's a rhythm shooter. You know, he's got to get that first one to go, and he started off in the first quarter a little slow, and then all of a sudden, once he got started, you know, he hit 3 or 4 of those threes back to back to back. Well, same thing here in this third quarter. He has not had any opportunities. He's shot twice, missed them both pretty badly. So he needs to find that range and that shooter's rhythm to try and see if they can get North back in this game.
Dowling's outscored North 9-4 here in this third quarter, and now the ball stolen away by Hughes, and an uncontested layup is good by DeAndre Taylor with the steal and basket.
Well, and that might just be what it needs to just sort of get him going. Sometimes all you need is just that ball to go through the hoop.
Taylor with 17 points, and now Moses underneath. His shot no good. Lynch leaves it short, and putback is up and good as Lynch and Moses go right to the basket, and Lynch with his 4th point.
Yeah, good follow that time by Lynch. Again, just more problems for North down in that block area. Dowling just owning the paint.
All right, Taylor for 3. It's good. From the top of the key.
There we go. Good. He just pushed reset, and next thing you know, things start to heat up.
DeAndre now with 20 points of North's 32. Dowling with the ball the other way. And Riedel tried to slam it home, and he left it short. Rebound out to North. The other way we go. North with it. Here's LaCour with it on the baseline and draws the foul. Mikey Chase will pick up his first foul.
Yeah, Riedel tried to go through a North defender to try and dunk. I didn't really think he had an opportunity to do that. And I think Coach Wagner would rather have seen the layup by Riedel, which I think he could have made.
Mikey Chase, his first foul. Second team foul on Dowling, 3 on North. Substitutions now. Kenny Brooks will sit down for North, as will Ayante White. And back in for the Polar Bears, we'll see, for the first time tonight, Boston Oakley will check in, number 2. And now here is Taylor with it. Step back 3, good from the right side. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. So let's see how this all works out.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Dowling, maybe Andrew Lynch.
The three-pointer is good.
Yeah.
And Lynch with the foul, and it'll be North basketball out of bounds. So a potential 5 to 6 point play here.
Just like that.
Taylor with his 23rd point.
North can get this thing back down to 15 here.
Lynch with his second foul. It's a 13th foul on Dowling. And now here's Taylor. DeAndre top of the key, guarded by Simon Daniel. Dowling stays man-to-man. Now DeAndre has a ball stolen away by Mikey Chase. Now a whistle and a reaching foul in the backcourt on North as Chase with the pass. And a technical foul called on North. That'll be on DeAndre Taylor. So what's the personal foul?
He's still talking. He needs to be very careful here. Yeah, Mark, he first technical was called, and then Coach Phipps went with a timeout to just try and get DeAndre Taylor out of the game. Mark, he was very close to picking up a second, and, of course, that would have resulted in an ejection.
Right. 51-35 Dowling. Minute 47 remaining. Third quarter here in this boys contest. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back, along with Mike Swain, Mark Hamadale from the North Gym here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Kemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Kemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Kemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Kemin, using science to transform the world. Online at kemin.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts at the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org.
And we're back here at the North Gym as Mikey Chase shoots both free throws for Dowling. They're both good. Mikey now with 5 points tonight as DeAndre Taylor got the technical foul. I didn't see who got the personal foul, Mike, but North now with 14 fouls on the scoreboard. And Dowling with the ball after the technical. Riggs underneath from the right side and draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. It'll be the 15th foul on North. And we'll set the foul here once the official gives it to us.
I think that was on LaCour. I actually thought he got all ball on that, Mark, but the official thought he got a little bit of Riggs' arm, so.
It is on LaCour, and that's his second foul that we have him down for. Free throw good by Riggs, the first of 2. Ryan with 15 points tonight.
Well, just like that, this is back up to 20, Mark. North had a little bit of a run there, and then all of a sudden a technical and
16 points now for Riggs. Leads Dowling in scoring, 55-35. Corner 3 up and no good by North. That's Devin Hilson from the right side. Rebound Jalen Moses and Dowling. Here's Mikey Chase in the front court. It'll be Chase, Riedel, Riggs, Moses, and Simon Daniel, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Simon coming off the ball screen by Riggs. Rolls to the basket, does Riggs. Bounce pass underneath, stolen away by Boston Oakley. Polar Bears have it. Here's DeAndre Taylor. Long 3 in transition. Hits the front of the rim. No good. And rebound Moses and North. One and done.
Well, that was a good look for Taylor. And he's hit a couple of those here in the last couple of minutes. So I think he thought that one was down.
55-35. Dowling by 20. And a long 3 up and good. Mikey Chase with his second 3 of the night. He's got 8 points. And the Maroons lead it 58-35, final 45 seconds of the third quarter.
That was a good catch in rhythm, and Dowling going a little bit of a zone here, Mark. 1-3-1 zone.
Mikey Chase with 8 points tonight. And now North just throwing the ball in a pyramid, top, side to side. And now LaCour, or rather, here's Taylor. Long three. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound slapped around, and Riggs has it with 20 seconds remaining. Outlet pass to Simon Daniel. 2-on-1, reverse layup good by Simon. Daniel with his first basket of the night. With 12 seconds remaining, Dowling with its largest lead of 25.
Yeah, everything going Dowling's way, Mark. Defensively, they're doing very well, just controlling the boards and then taking transition opportunities when it's there.
All right, LaCour at the horn for three, no good. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 60, the North High Polar Bears 35. We'll return to the North Gym for the fourth quarter here in one moment. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner 76-34 over North to improve their record to 7-3 and ranked 12th in Class 5A. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, Construction Professionals, for your support of Dowling Catholic Sports 365. Construction Professionals is a family-owned business dedicated to our customers. Whether designing, building, or renovating, we are here to better serve you. Our passion for quality craftsmanship, paired with our dedication to creativity, result in a home that reflects your personality, style, and family function. Construction Professionals. Design, build, renovate. CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours. God bless.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at Des Moines-DentalAssociates.com.
Iowa Catholic Radio, KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel. Listen online anytime at iowacatholicradio.com or download the Iowa Catholic Radio app.
And we're back here at the North Gym. Out of the first possession, a corner three, no good by Dowling. Simon Daniel, rebound comes out to North. Dowling leading 60-35. We start the fourth quarter. And North now in transition. The ball goes out of bounds. You know, North, Mike, two players basically in scoring lead the Polar Bears. DeAndre Taylor with 23 points so far. Theron LaCour with 10. And then David Cocker got a basket early in that third quarter. That's been it.
Yeah, not exactly the balance that you're looking for offensively.
Not at all. Now a corner three, up and good by the Polar Bears, and that is LaCour again. That's his 13th point.
Now in the fourth quarter here, North's going to press. Dowling just needs to be patient. Make North play some defense and get a good shot. Try and go inside to Riggs.
I know you're a basketball coach, but the football would be we're going to run the ball and run the ball.
That's right.
If we got to punt it on fourth down, we will, because the clock will run.
Or shoot threes. Just have Will Hughes, Sam Hughes just step out and
three is
hit a
good.
three.
Sam Hughes with 5 points for the Maroons. 63-38 Dowling. And now the Polar Bears with it. LaCour in the corner. Left wing guarded by Simon Daniel. Dowling stays man. Long three by LaCour, no good. Tried to draw the flop and the foul, but no call there by the veteran crew we have.
Yeah, it was a good contest by Simon Daniel, and this time...
Now steal Taylor by North, and the layup is good. Uncontested layup that time off the steal. DeAndre Taylor, he now has 25.
Yeah, good steal.
Officiating crew, Tim Osterhaus, Chris Crawford, and John Jensen.
Boy, the three-point shots are falling tonight. That was Gregory in the corner. And, just when we thought that Dowling's going to take a little bit of air out, run some offense, how about back-to-back threes?
That's what you said. Gregory with his third three. He now has 13 points. Dowling's lead is 66-40. North with the basketball. Another three-point attempt. It's up and no good. This time by Devin Hilson. Ball slapped out of bounds. Will be North basketball. Substitutions coming in for North. We'll see Tan Newen for the second time tonight. Also in there as Kevon Bickham. Quite the size disadvantage. Aonte White was in there for North at 6'4". And who's the other player? We haven't seen... and Cocker got in foul trouble also at 6'4". After that, it's a five-guard offense. In the lane, a shot no good by Taylor. Rebound Dowling. And Here come the Maroons. A long three. Top of the key by Hughes is good. Sam Hughes with this back-to-back threes here in the fourth quarter. Sam with 8 points.
It's just smart basketball by Dowling. Finding the open guy as DeAndre Taylor was a little banged up late getting into the front court.
And a corner three up and good. And somebody different. This is Bickham with his first 3 points of the night. 69-43 Dowling. Got to go a long way to match that 84-83 game last year here.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, Mark.
5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter from the north gym underneath Riggs. And it's up and good. He went right around Devin Hilson.
Well, Riggs has just been unstoppable tonight.
18 points for Ryan.
Played very well.
71-43 Dowling. 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. This is LaCour with it, guarded by Daniel. Theron now in the lane, puts a shot up, and it's good. The basket will count. Drew contact. Riggs and Gregory, one of them fouled him, and the basket will count.
Now that was a great move. Crossover, and then split the two defenders down the middle of the paint and use his body to shield that basketball and draw the contact.
That's something you can't teach.
No.
That is
absolutely
all DeAndre Taylor, or check that, not Taylor. All LaCour, who now has 15 points, and he'll have a chance for an and one here. Free throw no good. Rebound slapped around. Lynch battling in there, and they're going to give it to, They're still going to have to huddle in this one. They'll give it to Dowling.
I think that was a good call. I think that was off of Nguyen.
Yeah, Tan Nguyen. He and his brother Tra on the team. Moses inbounds the ball. It's Moses, Daniel, Hughes, Lynch, and Carson Brown, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Now reach and foul on LaCour, and that'll be Theron's third. Out of bounds to Dowling.
Next foul by North will put Dowling in the bonus mark with 4:42 to play.
Maroons with 4 team fouls. Moses inbounds it. Here's Simon Daniel. North stays man-to-man. Simon now double team. Lost the basketball, and it's picked up by Bickham. Here's North the other way. Ball slapped out of his hands. Stowed away by Carson Brown. Carson all the way down court, and he'll lay it in. The basket is good. So Carson with the steal and basket. His first points of the season.
A little speed by Carson that time. Out dribbling the North defenders for the easy layup.
Carson, one of those 4 receivers on the Dowling football team. I think he has the experience coming back next year. Might hear his name a lot. Now, a long three. It missed everything. No good by Taylor. Rebound Dowling. Ball slapped out of Dowling's hands. Now here's Simon Daniel underneath. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound Tron, and he traveled with the basketball. So, I'm sorry, Tan Nguyen traveling with the basketball. The other way we go, it'll be Dowling basketball here, Mike. Final 3:55 to go. Maroons setting up their big matchup with Waukee this Friday night at Waukee. Waukee in Ankeny tonight. Number 2 Waukee boys at Ankeny in a boys-only contest. That game started at 6:15. I'm sure it's over. Runs inbound the ball, and they get to Lynch. A shot off the glass, good from the left block.
Now, Coach O'Connor is going to want to equal the first half against Waukee and forget about the second half against Waukee.
OC back tomorrow. It's good to hear. Coming out of COVID protocol. He'll be at practice tomorrow for Dowling, and we'll see him on Friday night if everything works out. Whistle and a foul. Called on Dowling. It'll be on, who did they give it to? Moses, I think. So Jalen Moses picks up his first foul. Quincy Ferguson in for Dowling, and a long three, no good, rebounded by Lynch. So it's Moses and Lynch, the bigs. This is Mikey Chase dribbling up underneath the Lynch, and he slams it home. Andrew Lynch with the stuff. He has 6 of his 8 points here in the second half. 77-45 Dowling.
That was a rifle pass by Mikey Chase.
Now a step back three, no good by LaCour, and a rebound Moses. So it's Carson Brown, Mikey Chase, and Quincy Ferguson, the 3 guards for Dowling. Lynch and Moses in the post. Now Ferguson reverse layup is no good. Rebound North and LaCour. Here's LaCour in transition. Reverse layup good. Went right through traffic and scored.
Drew some oohs and ahs from the North bench.
Get the highlight reel out. Pressure by North. Moses now. The pass to Lynch, tipped away, but right into the hands of Dowling. The Maroons will keep it. Mikey Chase with it. Chase guarded by Brooks. He's double teamed. They get it to Lynch. Hand off. They get over to Ferguson. Quincy, a skip pass to Carson Brown. Dribbles the baseline. Lynch at the free throw line. Gets it to Moses. Inside. His shot up and good. And they're going to whistling for the travel. They'll wave it off. Lots of passes by Dowling. And the end result was, unfortunately, a turnover.
Just a little too much hesitation that by Moses. He's just got to take one dribble and go up strong. He's got the height, Mark. Just attack that basket. And Dowling going wholesale substitution now.
Yes, they are. 77-47. Dowling by 30. And we're getting close to that running clock, which happens at 35. And now we got a whistle and a foul on Dowling. So we're going to call it on Evan Curran, who just checked in. So up next for Des Moines North. They're in the middle of a 3-game homestand. They'll take on Des Moines East Thursday night here at the North Gym, and then they take on Lincoln on Friday. Next week, they're on the road at Marshalltown Tuesday, at Hoover on Thursday. And now a three-pointer up and good by LaCour. Oh, check that, Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor Brooks that time, Kenny Brooks that time with the three.
So Brooks with his first three off the bench, the 5'11 sophomore. Dowling with the ball. Fall-away jumper by Curran, no good. Fight for the rebound, taken away from Bialzak, and here we go the other way. And it's running down court and throwing it down is LaCour with the slam dunk. He's got 19 points.
That's the loudest this gym's been all day.
And LaCour with another steal. His shot up and no good. Saves it from going out of bounds. And North has it. North pressing after Dowling made baskets. And now in the lane, a shot no good by the Polar Bears. A pull-up jumper good by Kenny Brooks again. That's his 5th point here in the last 30 seconds. 77-54, minute 20 remaining. Dowling with the lead, and they break the North pressure. In the front court, Dylan Smith gets it inside to Bialzak, left block, and a whistle and a foul on North.
See, Mark, LaCour at 5'11", throwing down. So I was 5'9" when I played. If I just had another inch or two, I could have. I think that's all I needed. It was just 1 or 2 more inches there. And
unfortunately, we have a foul called on Hilson, and he drew the technical, so I believe he is fouled out. Devin Hilson. And no points. Now we got a timeout called. This will be a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. A minute 10 remaining, 4th quarter. Dowling 77, North 54. Along with Mike Swain, Mark Emmerdale. Jeff is our studio producer. We want to thank Jeff Piggott and all the folks at Iowa Catholic Radio. Back after this break here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio and Dowling Catholic Sports is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic. With 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling graduate, and Dr. Craig Harper, the Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at 60th and Ashworth in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610 or online, ashworthvision.com.
Hi, I'm Al Cresta, host of Cresta in the Afternoon. Catholic radio is absolutely necessary because the secular media just doesn't get our story, and secular media doesn't share our values. What's important to us is not necessarily what's important to them. So no matter what you can give, I'm asking you to prayerfully support Catholic radio in your area. Prayerfully consider making a gift right now.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Now we're back here at the North High Gym. Technical fouls being shot by Adam Bialzak. Now he'll shoot his personal foul that accumulated. That was the 18th foul on North. So Bialzak goes 3 for 4 at the free throw line to be Dowling basketball. Maroons lead it 80-54. Final 64 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Up next for Dowling, they'll be on the road at Waukee. It'll be a boys-only contest this Friday night. We'll have it here on Iowa Catholic Radio. I know they're going to let you into the Waukee gym. Those folks at Waukee have a habit of, I got to go through a different entrance, go through some kind of protocol, and it's not COVID protocol. That's just how they do it at Waukee with some of us veterans for some reason. Now we got a whistle and a turnover against Dowling.
If I remember right, we're sort of midway up.
Yep.
We got a good spot there at Waukee.
Yeah. The AD said we could be at the scorer's table if it wasn't for me. So since I'm with you, we're halfway into the rafters. Fialzek underneath, reverse layup up, off the rim, no good. Rebound North, and that is LaCour with it. Feeds his teammate, and a shot up and good by DeAndre Taylor. Taylor with his 27th point. Final 40 seconds. Dowling 80 and North 56. Maroons in transition. Charlie Stewart with it. Kicks it out top to David Roberts. They work it inside, and a shot up and good. Now, let's see who they credit that to. 31?
Yeah, they're gonna give that to it's Charlie Stewart.
Charlie Stewart, all right.
Yep.
So that's his first point of the night. 82-56 Dowling, 14 seconds remaining. A long three, no good by Taylor. Out of bounds to Dowling. North with 18 fouls. North and Dowling with 6. And 11 seconds remaining. So the Maroons are moving above 500. They'll be 5-4 on the year. They lob it inside to LaCour. His shot is no good, and that should do it. Outlet pass goes to Dylan Smith, and he should dribble this out. And Dowling will win it, 82-56. The final here at the North Gym. Polar Bears record falls to 2-2, and Dowling improves, Mike Swain, to 5-4. And number one in your heart, but number 2 overall, Waukee, is waiting for the Dowling boys on Friday.
I thought Dowling got off to a great start tonight. I thought they showed a lot of good energy. I thought they had good ball movement to start with, and they made a conscious effort to go inside.
Yes, they did.
And I also thought what happened was when they moved the ball and they got North going side to side and then going inside out, there were a lot of open threes, and Dowling took advantage of that tonight. They shot very well tonight from the three-point line. So that's something that if they can do that, if they can put that recipe together, they're going to have a chance against Waukee. I mean, they led Waukee in the first half. They actually had a 6-point lead with about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go in that first half, and Waukee only trailed by 1 at halftime, and it felt like Dowling should be up by like 6 or 7. And so if you can do that and play consistently defensively, which I thought the Maroons did tonight, holding a very high-scoring North team to 56 points, that's I think we saw some consistency tonight.
And I think one thing you'll notice is I just noticed the free throws. North went to the free throw line 4 times tonight. They were 1 of 4, and their 2 leading scorers, DeAndre Taylor, averaging 29. He got 27 tonight. Of course, He didn't come out as Dowling, subbed there the last several minutes. He stayed in the whole game. And then Theron LaCour finishing with 19, and he averaged 19. But the rest of scoring for North, not very balanced, obviously. So, but Maroons 4 times with all the what North likes to do, they only got the free throw line 4 times.
Well,
Polar Bears.
And Dowling was able to get to the line tonight.
Yes, they were.
And that's another thing. I mentioned at the beginning in the pregame, Mark, about 24 free throw attempts against Valley. Only 13 free throw attempts against Johnston. And so again, I think if Dowling can take advantage of getting the ball inside, getting to the foul line, and then taking some opportunities in transition, which is what they did tonight, this is a team that can go over and compete with Waukee for sure.
Matt Riedel held to 10 points all in the first half. He was somewhat silenced. I don't know if that was by design by North, but Maroons found other ways to get into their offense without Matt apparently in the second half.
Dominant effort on both sides of the boards tonight. Defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds. Dowling just had their way, and they were able to score at will, getting second chance points. And I think that was just, it was a fantastic effort on the boards. Good hustle plays. Andrew Lynch getting rebounds and Riedel with rebounds, and obviously with Riggs who played so big tonight. Just a good overall effort here by the Maroons.
All right, we'll take a break, come back with final scoring as we move to our post-game show alongside Mike Swain. Mark Amadell, Jeff Piggott is our studio producer. As a final score from the North High School gym, Dowling 82, North 56 in the boys contest. Girls game won by Dowling also 76-34. Dowling girls improved to 7-3. Dowling boys improved to 5-4. We'll be back with the post-game show coming up here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, Construction Professionals, for your support of Dowling Catholic Sports 365. Construction Professionals is a family-owned business dedicated to our customers. Whether designing, building, or renovating, we are here to better serve you. Our passion for quality craftsmanship, paired with our dedication to creativity, result in a home that reflects your personality, style, and family function. Construction Professionals. Design, build, renovate. CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours. God bless.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
And we're back here at the North High School Gym, alongside Mike Swain. I'm Mark Amadale. Thanks for listening tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Jeff Piggott is our studio producer. And again, before we get into the postgame show, I want to thank everybody for their thoughts and prayers during my COVID quarantine. Started out, what a way to start out the new year, being quarantined for all those days. But was ready to come back Friday night with you in the Johnston game, and everything we had this so-called blizzard that was supposed to be here, and Friday afternoon looked great. I'm shaking my head.
It was great, wasn't it?
I come home from work, and I look out, and Urbandale's playing at home. They moved their game up to 5 o'clock, and I said, what are we doing? And unfortunately, we didn't have the Dowling-Johnson game because that was moved to Saturday, and we couldn't broadcast the game on Saturday on the short notice. But so that's what happened with my coming out for the first time this year. Instead, I save it for the North Gym. One of your favorite gyms. You're always over here once a year when you were at Des Moines Lincoln, because you play them in a home and home.
Very forgiving rims over here.
Forgiving rims.
This is a shooter's gym, I can tell you that.
Well, a year ago it was Dowling winning here 84-83. I think we were all out of breath when the game was over. Tonight a little bit different. Dowling with an 82-56 win over the Polar Bears. The Dowling girls winning in game one, 76-34. And I look at, I saw free throws. We mentioned North just 1 of 4 at the free throw line, only 4 attempts. Dowling, 17 attempts. Dowling went 13 of 17 at the free throw line, unofficially by my numbers. So that's one thing. But I thought Dowling handled the quickness and the up-tempo that North likes to play, and really worked to get a hand on a three-point shooter. That is very tough to do, but Dowling has that length, and I thought they got back on defense. Like you said, they really set the tone, Mike.
I thought in the second half, Simon Daniel did a great job of sort of taking DeAndre Taylor out of his game, and it took that steal and that basket by DeAndre to get him back in that rhythm. We talked about sometimes a shooter just needs to see a basket go through the net, and that's exactly what happened. Next thing you know, DeAndre goes for 2 back-to-back threes, and there was that spot, Mark, where North was down 15 and had the ball, and obviously a three-pointer would have cut that to 12, and instead there was a foul or a turnover. I think DeAndre thought he got fouled. There was a technical foul. Dowling converts, then Dowling converts on another foul down there, and next thing you know, this thing's back up at 20, and that was pretty much the game.
That's
so,
true.
You know what? Just a really solid game from Dowling from start to finish. And again, I mentioned the word consistency, and I think that's what we saw tonight with Dowling. They were very consistent on both ends of the floor, and that's what it's going to take Friday night, Mark, to compete against this loaded Waukee team with Division I athletes all over.
No question. Now, you called the first game. That was that Monday right after Christmas and New Year's break. Excuse me. You and Joe called it on CISN, and Dowling was like they were leading most of the first half, down 2 at halftime, if I remember right. Then everything started to slip away for Dowling in that second half against that number 1 and 2
ranked team. It was a huge run in the third quarter, Mark, and really led by Peyton Sanford, who he just sort of took over the game. And it wasn't from the three. He was getting inside the paint and scoring in there. And then, of course, you had a couple threes by Tucker DeVries, and then Peyton Sanford's little brother got into it. And next thing you know, this onslaught, and this thing turned into a 28-point game very quickly. So that's what Waukee is capable of. But the effort that I saw tonight and the effort that I saw against Valley from this Dowling team, and we're going to have a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, and Coach Mike O'Connor is back. He starts back at practice tomorrow, comes out of the COVID protocol, so good to see OC back. But hey, these two guys down here, Nahas and Wagner, they did a pretty good job coaching the team here in his absence.
I told Joe Stacy before the Friday night game, Mark, I said there's not a staff in the CIML who I would feel more comfortable with if the head coach was down than with these two guys, with Nahas and Nick Wagner. I mean, they have been with OC for so long.
From day one.
They know exactly what this program needs to do. And Mike's got two great assistants to be able to put this program in their hands. So that's a credit to Mike O'Connor with these quality guys that he has on staff. And these guys have done great. But you know what? It's going to be great to have Mike O'Connor back. And really, I think there's going to be a lot of motivation for Dowling to go over against this Waukee team that got sort of embarrassed in the second half. And I think there's, they've got everything to play for. I mean, there's no pressure on them.
That's
so
right.
you go over, you play loose, you play consistent, and see if you can pull off an upset.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at the scoring. We'll run down the scoring tonight. First of all, for Dowling, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures and 3 more just outside of double figures. Dowling led tonight by Ryan Riggs, and the Maroons 82-56 win over North. Riggs with 18 points. He was followed by Jack Gredicke with 13 points. He had 3 threes on the night for Jack. 10 points for Matt Riedel, who was held scoreless in the second half. So Riedel with all 10 of his points in the first half. Then 3 players with 8 points each, led by off the bench Andrew Lynch, Sam Hughes, and Mikey Chase, all with 8 points. Then rounding out scoring for Dowling, Jalen Moses with 5, 3 points for Adam Bialzak, and then 2 points each for Carson Brown and for Charlie Stewart, along with Simon Danny. You talked about his defensive prowess. He had 2 points offensively, but he does a lot, especially defensively for Dowling Catholic.
Well, he did such a great job against Valley the other night, and he's really become sort of a defensive stopper, able to face guard and just cover guys on the three-point line, which is what you need. So people aren't going to see what Simon Daniel did in the paper tomorrow, in the box score, but his contributions were very good tonight for the Dowling Maroons.
Absolutely. Dowling 13 of 17 at the free throw line. Again, the Maroons travel to number 2 Waukee. 6:45 start as we know it tonight. On Friday, we'll have a boys-only contest. Dowling at number 2 Waukee. Friday night, we'll be on the air at 6:30 pregame. Tip-off 7:45 from the Waukee gym. If they let me in, you'll get in no problem. I always have the issues, as you know. Let's take a look at the North scoring tonight. They were led by DeAndre Taylor. Again, this young man who put up 40-some points against Roosevelt, and he put up 47 against Roosevelt earlier this month, and he was held to 27 points tonight. He had 15 at halftime, finished with 27. Theron LaCour, also in double figures for North. He had 8 at halftime, finished with 19 points. Rounding out scoring for the Polar Bears, Kenny Brooks off the bench with 5 points, 3 points for Kevon Bickham, and 2 points for David Calker, who battled foul trouble tonight. North just 1 of 4 at the free throw line. And let's recap the quarter scores. Dowling led, as you mentioned, Mike, got off to a great start, led 20-9 at the end of the first quarter. Maroons led 40-23 at halftime as they outscored North 20-14 in that second quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, Dowling led 60-35. Maroons outscored North 20-12 in that third quarter. And in the final quarter, Dowling outscoring North 22-21 as Maroons win it 82-56. Swimmer, as I said to all the rest of the staff, and I said it earlier, thank you for what you do. Thank you for sitting in with Joe. I know that wasn't easy. You just got to go in. It's like, okay, we got to get our timing down and all that. And I appreciate what you and, of course, Steve DeVinny and Gary Steenblock sitting on that side, assisting Joe Stacy, who was a lifesaver, sitting in for me for my 2.5 weeks out with COVID.
Well, Joe's a professional, and he's a big football guy, obviously, and he does baseball as well, and he just sort of dove right back in, and you wouldn't have even known that. I mean, he told me he hadn't called basketball for like 5 years, and I'm like, wow, I want to sound like that after taking a 5-year break. So Joe did a great job, and it was a lot of fun. But it's great to have you back, Mark, and obviously we look forward to trying to keep this thing on the tracks.
Yes, we all
whether
are trying.
The high school basketball season and the Dowling Maroons, hopefully on a march down to Wells Fargo.
Absolutely. Mike, thanks for all you do. We'll see you at Waukee. Well, hopefully I'll be in, but I know you'll get in. See you at Waukee Friday night.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, Mike Swain, my broadcast partner, and that'll wrap things up here from the North High Gymnasium. Our thanks to Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Dental Associates, and Kevin, some of our supporters here on Iowa Catholic Radio. And our thanks to our studio producer, Jeff Piggott, and, of course, all the folks at Dowling Catholic High School, Tom Wilson, the athletic director, Colleen Webb, and Michael Connor in the athletic office. Our thanks to Dr. Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and also Father Ryan Andrew, the team chaplain, for the pregame prayer here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Once again, thanks to our business underwriters and supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. Hard to believe this is our 44th year of broadcasting Dowling Catholic sports and activities. Our thanks also to the folks here at North High, the administrator, John Johnson, the athletic director, Terry Boobin, the one and only Terry Boobin, athletic secretary, and she ran the book for both the girls and the boys, the score of the official book. Terry does a great job. Our thanks to Terry and all she does. Our thanks to head coach Taylor Phipps in the second year here at North, and I got to say a shout out to Haywood Boston, his 8th year here as the North girls coach, 41 years overall. Haywood was one of my bunkmates at Simpson during some of the team camps back in the day. Our thanks to Haywood. He's looking good and feeling good. That's good to know. Our thanks also to Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls coach, and Michael Connor, the Dowling boys coach. OC, get back. I'm sure he's looking forward to practice tomorrow. Our next broadcast on Iowa Catholic Radio, our next high school basketball broadcast will be this Friday, January 22nd, as Dowling will be on the road at Waukee for a boys-only game. The girls' game has been postponed, so it'll be a boys-only contest. 6:30 is our pregame coverage, 6:45 tip-off from the Waukee High School gym. Again, our thanks to Joe Stacy for sitting in and filling in for me for most of the month of January while I recovered from COVID. Our thanks tonight to Mike Swain, my broadcast partner, and thanking you, our listeners, for listening to the official radio network for Dowling Catholic High School Sports, 1150 AM, 88.5 and 94.5 FM here in the greater Des Moines area. And again, we stream all our games online at iowacatholicradio.com. For Iowa Catholic Radio studio producer Jeff Piggott, once again, this is Mark Amadale thanking you for tuning in to tonight's high school boys basketball game here on Iowa Catholic Radio. And for the final time, the final score. The girls game, Dowling 76, North 34. Dowling girls improved to 7-3. They're ranked 12th in Class 5A. And the Dowling boys improved their record to 5-4 with an 82-56 win over Des Moines North. From the North High School gym, this is Mark Amadale once again saying, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.
Our coverage of Dowling Catholic High School basketball is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, and Mercy One. Thank you for supporting the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The proceeding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.